everybody. Welcome to HopTopics, where we talk about movies and beer. My name is Matt.
And I'm Cameron.
And today's movie we're talking about is The Lion King.
Live action.
And the beer we have today is...
Gentle Reminder. Collaboration beer between Modern Times and Pizza Port. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Let's talk about the movie.
Movie.
So, expectations going into the movie. What were you thinking for, hoping for?
I was hoping that like the story would hit me pretty much the same as the first time I would see it. Was expecting that it was going to be around about the same exact story. Maybe not exactly the same, but mostly the same. Close.
Okay.
What about you, man?
Basically The Lion King.
Yeah.
Going into it, I definitely was hoping it would be as true to the original as you can get by being live action, while also, not mimicking the cartoon too much. Obviously, there's limitations as to what you can do to actually portray realism. But, I was just looking for nostalgia, pretty much. Old songs, characters, and the story and everything.
Yeah.
The ups and downs of the story.
Yeah.
As it were.
Yeah, it definitely was the nostalgia trip.
Yeah.
Per certain.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, how did it meet your expectations?
Really well, actually. I mean, it's still a good movie. Still
The Lion King.
Still, yeah, it truly is. It was good. It definitely met my expectations, and I was not disappointed whatsoever.
No, same thing here. I wasn't disappointed at all in the movie. We'll get more into the differences between the cartoon and the CGI, but overall, I was really satisfied with the movie, and, it hit me in pretty much the same way as the original cartoon did when I was a kid, so I'd give it a big thumbs up for that. But, the synopsis of the movie...
It's The Lion King.
The Lion King. It's in The Lion King. It's about a lion cub growing up to become the Lion King.
Yeah, exactly.
Singing songs, getting into mischief, doing some Disney tropes. Like they do. So, yeah. But, how would you rate it? Are we gonna see this? We're gonna rent it? We're gonna watch it on Netflix or just skip it?
It's definitely worth watching in theaters. Definitely worth watching in theaters. Yeah, even if you want to take your kids to go see it, just so you can feel the nostalgia, as well as imparting this generation with the same
nostalgic feeling.
Yeah, the same connection that we felt when we were kids. Yeah, definitely go see it in the theater. What do you think, man?
Yeah, I would definitely say see it in the theater. The CGI is fantastic, and on the big screen, you really can't beat it when it comes to seeing special effects and stuff like that. Yeah. So, I would absolutely say see it in the theater. If you're not a big moviegoer, look for that discount tape, but just go see it.
Just go, it's
if
totally
you're
worth
a fan of the old movie, you're gonna love it in terms of just pure nostalgia.
Yeah,
and it is very pretty.
Oh yeah.
So, I definitely recommend seeing it. But with that said, what are we drinking today?
Oh man, our gentle reminder.
Mm-hmm. And why are we drinking this particular beer?
Well, if you've seen The Lion King, there's a gentle reminder.
Yeah, going into the theater, you are going to have a gentle reminder that, oh wow, I love this movie as a kid. Oh wow, I have to go through that one scene again.
All over again.
Yep.
And it's definitely a gentle reminder.
Oh yeah, and I think it got me just the same.
Oh
as, back then. Obviously, I've matured a little bit more. I understand it a bit better than when I was a kid, but man,
it's still
seeing it, it's just like, man. And whoever did the young Simba voice did a really great job of portraying that, just shock and sadness and despair.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's why we're drinking this. It was brewed by a collaboration between Pizza Port and Modern Times, both San Diego-based breweries. Looking on the side of this, we got Motueka hops, Simcoe, Nelson, and Crystal. 7.2% alcohol. I don't usually go for beers that look like this color. If your beer starts to look closer to piss than it does beer, I'm probably less inclined to drink it, unless it's like straight out of the can and I can't notice it. But you know, this is a pretty tasty brew.
Yeah, it really is.
And yeah, it comes out right at the beginning of summer. I really like the more tropical flavors it's giving. Very citrusy. It's got a little bit of hoppiness to it, but it's not like overwhelming the palate or anything.
Yeah, no, there's some hops there, but it's mostly citrusy and like it's very easy to drink. It's very smooth. It's just wonderful.
Yeah, and you know, I could definitely see myself poolside, mug just like this, except probably not glass because I don't want to break glass near the pool. That's a whole process. Yeah, I can taste like the Simcoe hops. Those are a very common hop on the West Coast, especially for a lot of IPAs. But anytime Pizza Port or Modern Times do a collaboration, it's always a beer I look forward to drinking. And to see them both do a collaboration together is fantastic, and they knocked it out of the park for me. I don't know. I think I'd rate this like at least a 4.5, if not a 5.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I'll definitely give it a 5.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards the 5 range on this one because I bought this 6-pack actually like 3 times, and at about $13.50 a 6-pack, it's not cheap.
It's not cheap. Yeah,
I will maintain that as a testament.
Yeah, it's definitely very flavorful, like super easy to drink, and it's just overall just tasty, tasty beer.
Good beer.
Yeah.
If you want an easy poolside or beach beer, especially beach beer would be great.
Oh yeah.
You know, you're spending the day out there surfing or just hanging out grilling. I'd reach for this in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
We threw a party just this last weekend, and somebody just grabbed it out of the fridge. I had it for this video, and I'm just like, alright, whatever, I'll just buy more. I don't mind buying more.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I'm going to have one, because I was outside grilling, I was in the pool. It was a great companion for all that, so yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's definitely a good beer. Definitely a good one.
Yeah, but now that we've talked about the beer, and we've given you a little overview of the movie, we're going to do a quick cheers, quick chug, and get on to the spoilery part.
Yep.
Although it's a lot less spoilery for this movie, but we got more to talk about. So.
Exactly.
Hey!
Spoiler warning.
I'll kind of catch up a little bit. So, let's talk about the CGI in the movie, because there's ups and there's downs, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Some of the facial expressions are a little jarring when it comes to the CGI. It's still magnificently done, wonderfully.
Oh yeah.
Like everything's so pretty in this movie, but it's just a little. Sometimes the facial expressions are a little weird.
I feel like where it comes off the worst is when, you know, it's like Simba's surprised or scared or something, and all you get is like some slight eye, slight mouth movements, but not really too much expression.
Yeah.
There's a couple of Instagram artists that did some like putting the cartoon faces but in that style of CGI over the characters, and they look really good. They look really interesting, and I would honestly pay to see that movie too. But that being said, I still don't mind the CGI because it was so beautifully shot.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there were scenes where I'm just like, did they shoot this or was it completely computer generated.
Is any of this real, or is all of it CGI?
Like, was this movie entirely shot in CGI, or was it actually partially shot in real life?
Yeah.
And that is a legitimate question that a lot of people will probably face watching this movie.
Like throughout the movie, you question yourself. It's like, wow.
I mean, other than that, beautifully shot. A lot of it follows a lot of scene by scene, like moment by moment, actual action from the cartoon.
Yeah.
Like with the beginning with the mouse going up into Scar's den.
Yeah.
Like that was almost frame for frame, like spot on.
Yeah, pretty
And
much.
I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the CGI, beautifully done, just kind of lacks expression in a lot of the characters' face. But, you know, if you're listening to it a lot more than you are just like focused on the facial expressions, I think you can kind of get a lot from the voice actors themselves. And that, you know, I feel like it does a pretty dang good job.
Yeah, no, it definitely does.
Mm-hmm.
Songs.
The music.
The music.
One of the biggest parts of this movie, and one of probably the most memorable parts of the movie.
Yeah. It's basically all the music is pretty much there from the original cartoon as there are in this one. They cut one of the songs like really, really short. Be Prepared, which is a fan favorite.
It's a great
one. It's
minor key, just like, you know, build up, and then it's just super grand and epic, and it's got that dark undertone to it. It's such a great song from the classic movie.
Mm-hmm.
That one's cut short.
Yeah,
pretty significantly.
Really short. Like it's like only like I think maybe like a minute, maybe a minute and a half long.
Yeah. Whereas Can't Wait to Be King, they do that full sequence. They do that whole thing, running through the watering hole, going through the who's and has, and just...
They expanded the in the jungle.
Yeah. Yeah.
They expanded that significantly too, like which seemed a little unnecessary, but
it was kind of a cute scene.
It
still.
was, yeah.
Like,
I see why they did it, but it's like it's yeah.
Yeah. So, but you know, I still thought it was good. I loved the whole Hakuna Matata song.
Yeah.
And you know, Donald Glover as the adult Simba. You know, just riffing off of it at the end, just like, oh, he's riffing. Yep, no, he's riffing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, he's just going on. Yeah, we told him to stop it.
We told him to stop. Why is he stopping? See, you shouldn't have told him.
Something we didn't think about discussing, but should mention, is the voice actors themselves.
Yes.
And like how they portray certain characters. I don't want to go too much into it because I don't want to go super over time, but. You know, Seth Rogen as Pumbaa. At least one of our friends had a problem with that.
Yeah, one of our friends did have a problem with that, but like the banter that they had that Pumbaa and Timon have in this movie is perfectly timed. Everything is executed perfectly with them. Like
the comedic timing for both of them is great. I think Seth Rogen.
I think he did a great job. Oh yeah,
I thought it was great.
I think it was wonderful.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, the majority of the voice acting was like spot on.
Oh yeah.
The guy who did Scar.
I
didn't look it up beforehand because I'm kind of lazy and don't have enough forethought, but he was fantastic.
Yeah.
Especially like they cut Be Prepared down, but
they gave him a lot more dialogue, and it was great.
Freaking nailed the song. Like,
yeah.
Be prepared. Like it was just menacing and just like it was good.
It was good. It was nice.
You know, the voice actress for Nala was great. Like sounded like an African black woman.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean, like most of the characters.
Most of
the
she had most of the lines as a lioness.
True. Well, I mean, and for the most part, like. You didn't even realize that it was Beyonce unless you actually have heard her act before. But she
honestly, if I didn't know she was
in
this movie, I would not have totally recognized that as her.
Yeah, she
did. There were only a couple of moments where I'm just all like, "Hey, that kind of sounds like Beyonce." But I wasn't even thinking about that throughout the movie. Like, there were a couple characters where I'm like, oh yeah, that's obvious it is that. And like Seth Rogen, you can't mistake
you can't
Seth
mistake.
Rogen.
Yeah.
But, and Donald Glover, like, I've seen a lot of Donald Glover stuff. You can't mistake that.
Yeah, exactly.
But performances, fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Singing, phenomenal. Really, I think that was all pretty spot on.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there were some points where Donald Glover could have kind of masculated a little bit more, kind of like put a little more gruff on
gruff
it.
and yeah.
But
I mean,
at the same time, like the Matthew Broderick Simba wasn't that much more gruffy.
Yeah, exactly.
It was supposed to portray a younger adult.
Yeah, exactly.
But
it was still all the voice acting was great. It was phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
Which brings us to the changes that they did in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
The
few
big
and far
change.
between.
They didn't
there were some big changes.
They didn't change much. Like they added a couple of things. Like when Simba was growing up, during like when he was gone. They added a few more things.
Like a couple more scenes where he's kind of like bonding with the other animals other than Timon and Pumbaa to kind of establish more of that, like he is far and away from like eating other animals at this point in his life.
Yeah.
And fully committed to the eating grubs and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Which is funny, you know. You gotta give it to it. And like they play it off just as well as the cartoon did.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. The biggest change that there was...
That's satisfying.
The biggest change that there was with the hyenas. There was still the main three that spoke, but they made... who's Whoopi Goldberg's character, Shenzi, in the original cartoon. They made her basically the leader of all the hyenas. Mm-hmm. And they gave the hyenas more of a... like its own group dynamic.
There's a lot more hyenas in this movie.
Yeah.
Which makes them a more menacing threat, really.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when there's just the 3 hyenas and Scar, it's like, it doesn't feel like as much of a threat because in the end the lions outnumber them pretty easily. Yeah. Especially with Simba handling Scar, it's like, alright, all the lionesses can easily take care of hyenas like they have been for the last, however many years.
Exactly.
With the more hyenas and the different kind of security going around against the lionesses, it kind of gives Scar like a more demanding control and just kind of shows that he's a lot more controlling than you would let on right away.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I do want to talk about kind of the future of the live-action Disney films, because it seems like they're doing this a lot. Like, we already have Mulan, came out with a trailer recently. Little Mermaid has been being cast. And who knows what's next. We've already had Beauty and the Beast. Cinderella. And so we're seeing a lot of the classic animated films going live action, and I don't know, I just kind of want to get your thoughts about how it's been, how it's going right now, and where it's going in the future.
Well, okay, let's see. With the way that they do like a lot of their live action movies, they're trying to make a lot of the things more believable. Somewhat believable. Still, there's that whimsical, magical part to it, but they're still trying to add, like, some sort of realism to each of the movies, or some believability, essentially. Like this could be set in modern times or in like the real world that we have. I don't see anything technically wrong with it. But I think if they're going to keep doing these, like, older movies and retelling them and making them live action, they're just going to have to deal with a lot of fan backlash if they don't.
Absolutely.
Like with the Mulan one, when they say it's not going to be a musical.
It's not going to be a musical. There's no more Mushu.
No Mushu, and and also there's 2 main male characters, I guess, for Mulan, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I don't see anything. I don't see anything wrong with it, but I mean, again, they have to remember that a lot of these people that are watching it with their kids went to go see it with their parents when they were kids. So I mean, they just have to remember that like they're messing with, or they're having to deal with, some of the backlash from kids that saw it when they were kids.
Yeah, and for the most part, absolutely feel the same. There's going to be a lot of backlash. So far, they've done a pretty dang good job. Jungle Book, which was also done by Jon Favreau, who did Lion King, was another great live action adaptation, and that stuck more close to the original telling.
Yep.
Whereas we're going to Mulan soon, and it's more of a historically accurate version. Like, not necessarily entirely historically accurate. We're going to have to see how it pans out in the end, because it is still a Disney film.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, they're getting rid of a lot of they're getting rid of the music, they're getting rid of some more of the supernatural elements of it, and it's just going to be interesting to see how that plays out.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we're going to be doing a video on Mulan whenever that comes out, but
I think it comes out in March.
in March.
Okay, March,
we got some time before we get there.
Yeah.
And we'll know a lot more about Little Mermaid by then, too.
I think they've already cast the Little Mermaid, but I don't know if that's confirmed or not. There's a rumor.
No, they did cast.
They did?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, I don't remember who it is, but...
Halle Berry.
What?
Halle Berry. Not Halle Berry.
Okay, thank God.
Haley.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still don't know who that is.
Yeah.
But
No, she's a relatively unknown. It's just a young black actress.
Cool.
Yeah. Little Mermaid's gonna be black.
Cool.
We're not gonna talk about that right now because we frankly don't care.
Like as long as she plays the role well, I don't really care what you
Oh,
look
did
like.
they cast the best actress for a role? Cool. Good job.
Yeah.
Now, how was the movie?
Yeah.
So, wrapping it up, I didn't say with the characters, John Oliver did an amazing job.
As Zazu.
Zazu.
Yes.
That was fantastic. Like, the closest thing I could have ever hoped for to the original.
Yes.
And Rafiki, I'm so glad that he pulled out his staff at the end of the movie. I'm like, the whole movie, I'm just all like, why doesn't he have a staff? Like, he should have his staff. Like, where's his staff? He should have, like, clanking and all that fun stuff. And then he pulls it out for the final battle, and you're just like, yes, finally.
It was one of the better payoffs of the movie too. Also, John Oliver making a joke about the news in this movie was also a good payoff.
Yes, absolutely. But we're gonna wrap this up. Here's to you.
Here's to me.
Friends for life, we should always be.
But if by chance you disagree,
then screw you. Here's to me.
Cheers. Cheers.